it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and fifties and 20s, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, 1 point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Fight on these two. You ain't doing nothing today.
Mahomes now on first down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 28 yards. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again. Dancing to his left. Kansas City touchdown. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. On 1st down, it's Gurley. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Goff gets this into the hands of Brandon Cooks, and he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They go with Brown. There he goes left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Malcolm Brown 29 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end. Zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
21 yards there on 3rd down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Attack!
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
54, right there. 54 Mike.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mahomes to throw once more. Eluding the pressure right. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
54.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Flushed out right. And going deep for... And this is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 42 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A good game there on first down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
They run. It's Gurley. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Goff. Got him in. It's Brown. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And that's complete to Cooks. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. In search of redemption from the pick 6. Goff trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Yellow.
On 1st down, Mahomes. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Come on, switch it. Check. Lucky. He's coming. We got double up.
On 2nd down now. It's Williams, and this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker on for the PAT. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half. And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards on the ground. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game. And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time to... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, 75 yards. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house. Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy. No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Try to get it to Woods, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Los Angeles.
Mike, go, cut! 120!
On first down, gone. That'll be caught by Cup. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go into the second half down just one or two scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing on third. Gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Another carry now for Gurley. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Goff now to throw. They got him in. It's Woods. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And this this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for goal. He's going to wind up and air it out, and that will be incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Goff now looking to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, that credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Time to go, night.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Clay Matthews brings the heat and gets the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to go down again. Aaron Donald able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this 3rd quarter. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
He's going to take off with it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes, complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 17-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more on that one and another first down. Throwing now is Mahomes.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today.
A 28-yard attempt.
And the kick by Butker is good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
I'm coming.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 3rd and long. It's gone. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Again, Goff. Got a man. It's Brown. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
3rd and 2, Goff. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it.
Let's make these babies.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Goff. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Goff. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we...
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay, death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay, I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey.
Like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go. Yellow.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Show easy.
Mahomes now on first down. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. 27 yards there, a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now this throw caught left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Throwing on first down is Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Mike's 40. Go. Watch the slant.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
Check. Hey, check, Mike.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive.
I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, it made it pay off.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. Steps away, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. It's caught by Sanders. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Agba just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now Wentz into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Being chased out left. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And an alley to run. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Result of the play, first down and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
This is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From midfield, here's Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for a Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better. But the bottom line is, the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation, probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now. Troy Polamalu, he essentially stepped off the field and into the Hall of Fame, but it doesn't matter. Bottom line is getting there. Congratulations to all.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. Mahomes now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Yellow.
Watch the slacks. Watch the slacks. Check.
Check.
1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught at the 10. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, the quick slant caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Butker now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Well, another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know,
it's
but
okay.
September 10th.
You're getting a little misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season 100. I don't know. What are we going to do till then?
Well, I'm going to rest and relax a little bit, and so are you, but you're exactly right. It won't take us long to start to say, okay, when does camp start? How about OTAs, mini camps? We'll follow the draft. We'll do all the football things, but there'll be nothing like Thursday, September 10th, 2020, and they'll likely be in Arrowhead, right? They'll likely be there for Kansas City. I know it's not a given, But after winning the Super Bowl after a 50-year wait with that organization and that franchise and family, oh, that game's going to be there that Thursday night.
Yeah, well, in the meantime, we do have some work to do because they're still picking up the controllers out there in Madden land, I hope.
Yeah, certainly you have to. And why wouldn't you? Because you go ahead and play now, and you figure out who's going to be in the Super Bowl in Tampa next year, and I know you're going to let us know.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Mahomes now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Mahomes now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Mahomes to throw once more. Flush to his right. This is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They go with Howard again. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. Going for it with Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
And an Eagles first down.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Check tight end, check tight. Check tight.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Wentz. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's 3rd and short.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense, and what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot, and that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And he finds Howard complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard is going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26.
13 yards. First down, Eagles.
Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Another run with Sanders. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Go. 120! Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And Elliott puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Shift. Watch the shift.
Motion.
Williams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Well, on first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Mahomes going to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Looking downfield for Kelsey. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for him during this game.
Watkins alone on the left side.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right, looking for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Not that time for Watkins.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Running with Howard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Exit. Check your hot read.
Lefty.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Blitz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
40 seconds to Mike.
Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Big stop, let's go.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And that'll be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and now it's 4th down. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. Just didn't work.
Not at all. The communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person, no one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close, and close quickly.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
This is caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. Working from the gun, Wentz. Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Eagles get a score closer. Elliott good with a PAT, and it makes the score 21-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dame pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Pass the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down The 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Go, little lady!
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey. 52's the mic right here, over there, right?
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Watch the pass.
Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Mahomes now on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. Got his man. It's Williams. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bound.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deion Jones coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it.
Now, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Blue 80, 25. Got it.
On third down, Ryan. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You. Watch twitch. Watch the twitch.
Attack!
54, right there. 54 Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Now here's Mahomes. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Save. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
15. Attack!
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes, that's complete to Williams out of the backfield. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On fourth down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Kenyon Barner, deep for Atlanta. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
X3, 218, chop, 21. Hey, 59, ready. Hey, exit.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Charvarius Ward there to make the stop.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
On second down, it's Freeman, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the 38, Ryan got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Brandon Powell, 29 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. On 1st down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. A very solid gain of 27. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mahomes going to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. Mahomes now on first down. It's Hill, complete. And some room to roam now. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 40 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Ryan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Mahomes to throw. Being chased out left. He'll run it. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Ryan's pass intercepted. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Watch the boot.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Mahomes now on first down. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So, boy, that's already the third they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Ryan. And that is incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the 41, Mahomes flushed out right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Watch the run.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Mahomes to throw once more. His pass caught at the 4. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second? And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now Ryan. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will score. Touch.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
'52's the mic, boys. 52. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get
43. 43.
Now here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
How about that, taking a deep shot on the first play of the game, obviously wanting to set a tone by pushing the ball downfield, just came up incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10.
Watch the pass.
The first carry now. This is Williams. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Forced out to his left. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. Ryan and the Falcons now come up first and 10 at their own 26.
Switch.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2. On second down now, it's Freeman.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, second and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up second down.
Ready. Check. Wait.
To throw again, Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Hey, 59, ready. 54, right there. Hey, Orbit.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. Right? The opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes dancing to his left. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing third and goal. Here's Mahomes, third and goal. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be fourth and long. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. And Butker able to put this one through, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman. 60 yards, and the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Next to score, Falcons 7, Chiefs 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 71 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. It didn't take too long for them to get that lead right back, did it?
No, it certainly didn't, and it's got to be just a bit demoralizing. You're charged up, you take the lead, you send your defense out, and guess what? One play later, you're right back in a position of having to go down the field and score again.
This is taken near the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. Here's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. 61. Max box light.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Chris Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Ryan to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's going to go for a big play, and it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Mike 52.
On first down, Mahomes. Flush to his right. And this is caught by Watkins. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Mahomes now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And now he'll tuck it and run. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Mahomes going to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left, and this is caught inside the 5. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Mike 54. Mike 54. So we got man. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Working from the gun, Mahomes rolling, and that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They go play action now. Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now Ryan on first down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. From the gun, it's Ryan. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards there on a Falcon 1st down. On 1st down. Freeman, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From just shy of midfield, Ryan, he's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. Ryan now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. They go play action with Ryan. Flushed out right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Emmanuel Agba able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover. Football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Deion Jones leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
45 to Mike. Coming to you, coming to you. Eyes up, eyes up, eyes up.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the... He's got a man, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bleedy Ray Wilson. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Bravo!
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Ryan now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chris Jones getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. We're back now in KC. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
22!
Mike 5-4.
Move!
Mike 5-4.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. They get the sack on the blitz, but it was 3rd and inches. Are you surprised like I am they weren't running the football there?
I'm right there with you. I would have thought at worst, quarterback sneak, try and pick up the 1st down and move on. But instead, I think they thought they could catch him by surprise and maybe hit something deep.
21!
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Yellow! 180!
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 27 yards there, a 1st down. They're looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They'll look to run for him with Williams. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term compliment?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20, and he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
I got you.
Yellow.
Slam.
Throwing now is Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Finish the game.
On first down, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now here's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Mahomes firing complete. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Looking to throw is Mahomes. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Under 10.
Hey, express. 22. 21.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down at KC territory. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley there to make the grab. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there for KC. 56 yards on the ground.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Hey, let's go!
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
45, Mike, 45. You ain't going nowhere. Hey, check Mike 45, check Mike 45.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was Patrick Mahomes leading the way.
He doesn't seem to get ruffled no matter where he plays, does he? Home, on the road. If you put him in a neutral site, which he hopes one day would be the Super Bowl, he plays at a high level. We know about the big right arm, but I think it's the poise that I'm really, really admiring out of this youngster and watching him play. How about the first 3 games of his career in the NFL as a starter in 2018? He set a record for touchdown passes with 13.
Yeah, you think back to that entrance, and he has just kept it up. Amazing what he's been able to do. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Kansas City.
Let's hit the post-game tailgates and grab some of that barbecue.
Yeah, BBQ.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish 'em. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the end result, I better kill them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas.